Most of the people running for president on the Democratic side of the aisle right now have agreed that they are not going to take corporate money in some form or fashion, right? A lot of them have just kind of said, I am not taking any money from corporate super PACs, or I'm not taking any money from the fossil fuel industry, but hell yeah, I'll take money from the employees and the executives all day long. And it seems to be the same with Wall Street. Right now, there are only two major candidates running for president, people polling above 2%, who have not reached out in any way, shape, or form to Wall Street executives and Wall Street banks to fund their campaigns. And even before looking at the title of this video, I'm pretty sure you could already guess who those two people were. Senator Elizabeth Warren and Senator Bernie Sanders. According to reports, these are the only two major presidential candidates, and I say people polling above 2 or 3%, who have not reached out to Wall Street. They haven't shown up at Wall Street. Other folks have. Pete Buttigieg has shown up at Wall Street and met with people about giving money. So has Kamala Harris. So has Joe Biden. So has Amy Klobuchar. So has Beto. They're all reaching out for that Wall Street cash. Over the last 30 years, Wall Street banks have given more than $6 billion in direct political donations to candidates from every party for any race. $6 billion since 1990. That money is almost evenly split. 40 some odd percent went to Democrats and a little over 50% went to Republicans. So Republicans have a slight edge, but it's getting closer. And in fact, in recent years, the gap between the money given to Democrats, money given to Republicans is actually closing, according to Open Secrets. Now, here's the thing. In 2016, the biggest donor for the Democratic Party was Wall Street banks. So you may not think it's a big deal that, Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders aren't taking Wall Street money. Oh, good for them. Yeah, wow. That is huge. That is a major deal. And it shows that not only can you run a successful campaign without reaching out to Wall Street, but it also shows the level of integrity that these two candidates have. They understand, they remember that the crash of 2007, 2008, all of the pensions wiped out for people who'd been saving up their entire lives for retirement, all of the robo-signing by mortgage companies, illegally foreclosing on people's homes, causing this housing crisis, charging us interest rates, of 22%. Sanders and Warren remember that, and they're not about to walk into the office of the people who made these decisions, most of these decisions, by the way, criminal, but they're not going to walk into their office and say, hey, I know you're a horrible human being who did horrible things, you destroyed our economy. How about giving me some money for my campaign? And believe it or not, folks, that actually takes courage because there's not enough candidates willing to do that. It is disgusting to see anyone on the Democratic side of the aisle walk up to a Wall Street banker, walk into a Wall Street bank, or go to the home of a Wall Street executive with their hands out saying, please give me money for my campaign. I promise I am not going to pass any laws or regulations that are going to make you not be able to engage in the same criminal conduct that we know you engaged in 10 years ago. Two candidates out of the Democratic field have the courage to not do that. And those are the two candidates that I would advise everyone watching this video to support in the primaries. And then hopefully the two candidates who join together after the primaries to form the Democratic 2020 ticket. Thanks for watching, everybody. And don't forget, if you like what you see here, like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. And now you can also become a member of Ring of Fire and get exclusive early access to certain Ring of Fire videos all throughout the week. Just click on the little join button right below the video.